the moment you get on a motorbike and you've got your helmet on, you're no longer a race, you're no longer a colour, you're no longer a creed, and you're no longer a nationality, you're just a rider. And it's the one commonality that just brings us all together.
Guys, it's Robin the Lady Biker. I hope everyone out there is having a fantastic week. Over the last, say nearly a year, many of you have heard me speak often about Glow, Gorgeous Ladies on Wheels, the female riding group that I've met here in Western Australia, and about the amazing ladies that make up this incredible group. And since Glow has turned 3, I wanted to do something just a little bit different with this video. Instead of just hearing from me about what I think of the group, I thought I would share a bit of the day where we all came together to celebrate with a ride and a picnic, but also let the ladies have their own voice and to share with you a little bit about what they think of Glow. And if you'll hold on to the end of the video, we'll get a little peek of just how crazy and wonderful these women are. I've got a few bloopers to share. Alright, just a bit about the history of Glow. Glow is not an organization with a hierarchy. It is simply a collective of like-minded female riders and the partners and friends that support us as we come together for the love of being simply in the wind. As you have heard from Barbara, who gave us the introduction today, it's riding that is the commonality that brings us together. And in only 3 years, Glow has grown from just a simple idea from a handful of women to a group of over 1,000 strong. As riders, we all start riding for different reasons and at different points in our lives. If you have watched one of my early videos, you know why I started riding. As different as we all are, and as different as our bikes are, the reasons we get into riding are just as varied and diverse. So let me share with you from some of the ladies why they started riding. What got you into riding?
All right, we had bought a house.
Yeah.
Bank wouldn't let us build. They denied us, and we had deposit. And it was just he wanted his bike, and it's just, well, if you get one, I get one. He said, well, go get your license. So I did.
I met a guy he came over from Sweden, and I met him, and he got his license, and I rode on. That was about, God, it would be in the mid-90s, and I rode on the back of his bike about 2 times, and I thought, screw this, I'm getting my own license, my own bike.
I started riding when I was 18, and I did it just to annoy my parents. That's pretty much the only reason.
What got me into riding? I had ridden pillion for 27 years, and I got sick and tired of reading the label on the back of my husband's helmet. Because when you were travelling 264 kilometres an hour and your head sitting like this, all I could read was the safety label. So I decided it's time to look beyond that and get my own, and that was it.
Hubby's ridden for a fair few years, never really interested. Then one day we walked into the Harley-Davidson shop here in Perth, and there was a Harley that matched my nails. And the husband went, wrap it up. And I went, oh shit, I've now got to learn how to ride.
My dad was the instigator of it. He was sick and tired of me taking his car, because I didn't have any transport. Sick and tired of me taking his car. So he bought me a scooter, and I started riding, and at the same time, the second most important man in my life was around, and he rode a bike as well. And so I went from the scooter, I thought, yeah, I got to get my license. So, and that was 40 odd years ago. So
Oh, you mean like whenever you were 2-month-old?
I would love to think that was true.
My sister, she was an instructor, and she said, you can ride a bike too, and I went, no, I'm too old. And she said, no, you're never too old. Got my license. and it was brilliant. Best thing ever.
This is where it starts off. I had heart surgery and I decided life was worth living, so I learnt how to surf, I learnt how to scuba dive, and then I learnt how to ride a motorbike. And the thing I do the most is ride a motorbike.
I didn't know that about the heart surgery.
Yep.
Girl.
Open heart surgery at the age of 43.
I love it. You refuse to give up.
No, I will not give up.
See what I mean? Each of these women has a story. Some are funny, some are empowering, but all are as unique as the women themselves. Part of what makes this group so special, strong, and why I know it will continue to grow is that as different as we all are, we have a shared value. I asked each of these women what makes Glow special, important. What I heard from each of these women was the same theme, the same value. It was just that each woman shared it in words that were as unique as they are.
We all love Glow for different reasons. What is it that makes Glow special for you?
The social life, the girls, the boys, the rides. And you put up a ride, anybody will say yes or no, you go. It's riding. And it's the girls. Everybody is so friendly. And who you meet, people from around the world.
He went back to Sweden a couple of years later, but I kept riding, and then I did ride for 17 years because back then there was like no social media. I didn't know anyone who rode. I just grabbed gear out of my wardrobe. I didn't think to I didn't know what to buy, I didn't know what to wear compared to what we know now. Didn't have ride for 17 years. Got on the back of a friend's bike, thought, yep, just loved it, missed it, got a bike the next month, been riding solid for 4 years. We saw a market there was for women who when they rode with men felt intimidated by men, and we wanted to get them a safe place to ride and also to ask questions, network, meet friends, and just be a very positive force. So it's pretty cool. So I think just inspiring women. Like I love hearing stories of women that they start on a 250cc and then they're on like a 1200. And it's just to see their confidence build, and not just in riding. You see then it build in other parts of their life, which is just fabulous. So women that come out of potential domestic violence situations and their esteem's very low, and then to just see them build up their confidence, and it's just lovely to see.
It's just the friendships and what we've built here, the relationships with the people. It's all these strangers have come together with a common love and have created these amazing relationships. They're friendships that can...
No, you just say.
Like this one, like that one. There's the perfect example. We would never have met. You and I would never have met. None of us. I don't know any of these women. I would never have met them. And, I wouldn't be who I've become today if it wasn't for these girls believing in me, I suppose. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
What about Glow is so special
They're my
and makes it
tribe.
important?
They're my tribe. Even now, the hairs are standing up my arms. They just give me goosebumps. They're an amazing bunch of women. They're friends. They're moms. They're mothers. They're wives. They're just amazing. They're just incredible. So relatable.
Oh, it's everything. They're just a fantastic bunch of women, and everybody just supports everybody. Doesn't matter what you ride, when you ride, how you ride, as long as you're riding, they don't care. It's been my world.
For me, I've known Kathy for a little while before Glow, and when she said she had that group, I've ridden with a few groups, but all different types, but the ladies are just absolutely spectacular. They're just so encouraging, so they include you in everything, and that's just really nice. For me, being older, you're not left out of anything. And older, yeah, Ma, we're older.
We're seasoned to perfection.
Absolutely, yeah. And Mum loves it. Mum's the official mum of Glow.
I'm the mum.
You're the mum. Everybody calls her mum.
Is that like kind of being the house mom in a dorm?
Yes.
So, and this group of ladies has just been my inspiration in my life. So I won't ever give him away. If it wasn't for Glow and my girls and Kathy, the biggest one, Kathy, I wouldn't be here today due to mental health. I suffer from PTSD, but now I don't. Well, I do, but I can control it with Glow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's with Glow, yeah.
I guess because I've been riding for quite a while, I've always ridden with men. There were no other women riding when I first started riding, and I didn't think that was strange or anything, but I just, it was just the status quo. I find that being with Glow makes me think back to when I was first riding, and makes me realise how much I take it for granted of what I can do now. And it's really great being able to see women who wouldn't have had the opportunity to ride because they didn't have partners that could shadow them, or all those things that have come into place now. They've now got a safe group that they can ask stupid questions, or they think are stupid, which they're not, but they need the answers to. So much better for them to feel supported with other women who have in recent time been through the sorts of situations they're going through now. Having Glow there means that those people who are just starting out have got somewhere safe. It's something that everyone needs for them to feel safe and to be able to continue their journey, because the last thing you want is to be thrown into a situation with a whole load of other men or other people that are way more experienced and have that feeling you've got to keep up, you've got to do what they're doing, etc. Because then something happens, you get a scare if you're lucky, or you have a major crash if you're unlucky, and that's the end of your journey. And the absolute joy of riding a bike is so important, to be able to express everything, to get all of your mental health out of the way, and so it's important to have that safe place.
As usual, anytime I'm with Glow, these videos go longer than I planned. But I had to share these inspiring voices. These are empowered, beautiful women for no other reason than they all are survivors in their own right. So happy birthday, Glow. And to each of the women that shared their voices today, thank you. Thank you, Sharon, Chantal, Kathy, Barbara, Carmel, Suzanne, Kim, and EJ. You are all amazing. Now, do what we did that day and get out and ride. When you do, have fun, be safe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye, guys.
So, and it's 1,100 members and it's going strong. So
3 years.
I had a fear of motorbikes, I had a fear of heights, and I had a fear of the ocean, and I no longer have the fear of anything.
You just do it.
I just do it. Yep. So
I love
just
it.
do it, ladies.
Love it.